Hello, my name is Marcia Brock, and by profession, I've been in a law enforcement officer for the last 20 years. And during my law enforcement career, the most impactful event that I remember is being on scene at my mother's home when a nephew fatally shot himself in the head in one of her bathrooms. Very devastating event. And I do, to this very day, think about whether his suicide was related to drugs. Various family members say yes, some say no. So there is no definitive answer at this point. Which leads me to talk about the devastating effects that drug addiction has on the family. The issue of concern for me is the effects drug addiction has on the family unit. And drug addiction carries various triggers and outcomes. The Center for Disease Control slide that you see in front of you states that every day 129 people die of an accidental drug overdose. Another very devastating statistic. Initially, let's look at various triggers that lead to drug addiction. Working with the public has afforded me the opportunity to see firsthand the devastation that drug addiction has on the family. Drug addicts, along with their families, have enlightened me on various triggers to drug addiction. Some addicts cite they abuse drugs to escape reality, to feel better, to cope with problems. They can't stop using. They want to fit in with the crowd, and the list continues on and on. No matter what the trigger, the addict normally has no solution to the addiction, which leads to destruction of the family. This next slide is of a little girl who it portrays to be an innocent child until she is hooked on meth, and then her life turns into her being a prostitute. Another very devastating issue for the family. And that slide is courtesy of a website called verydevotional.com. Next, drug addiction literally destroys the family. And speaking from experience, at any point in time in my life, I've had 6 of 8 brothers who were addicted to drugs or alcohol at one point. And the habit is going to be supported over anything. It's going to be supported over family. It's going to be supported over jobs. It's going to be supported over anything. So therefore, nothing or no one matters more than that drug addict getting its next high. The drug addicted expectant mother cares less for the innocent fetus that will be born with birth defects or be born dead, stillborn. The addicted family member will steal, cheat, lie, even kill to get their next high. Fathers are no longer fathers. Mothers are no longer mothers. Siblings don't care to bond. Added issues of drug addiction include divorce, suicide, joblessness, homelessness, disease, and yes, death. They all plague the family constantly. And this brings a question to mind: if there will ever be relief for our society concerning this grave issue. This next slide shows a grieving family member who is holding their loved one, and the information was given that the individual was killed due to a bad drug deal. Very devastating. So what can be done to stop or deter the issue of drug abuse effects on the family? Once again, 6 out of 8 of my brothers are either addicted to drugs or alcohol or both, and totally lost. My brothers and our family experienced injuries, jail, illness, separation from the family, and the list continues. There has been rehabilitation treatment, hospital stays, family meetings, pleas for siblings to simply stop, which have mostly failed. Our government seems to be spinning wheels on this drug issue and penalties for those who deal drugs. I refer to drug dealers as murderers. Our U.S. government should be doing much more to relieve the devastation, more rehabilitation programs, and jobs with less prisons. Prayers and pleas for the addict to stop using, in addition to endless support, is necessary not only for the addict, but also for the stricken families. Because I have experienced it in the past and present, drug addiction devastation on the family must be accompanied with continued prayers for relief concerning this grave issue. This next slide is courtesy of Todd Siegel, who shares, "I wish health, happiness, and sobriety for all families in 2017. Thank you."